And now we're going to turn to our GMA Investigates. According to the CDC, approximately 2,000 young people die from sudden cardiac arrest each year, many without previously known heart issues. At an increased risk are young athletes. Faith Abube is here with the details. Good morning, Faith.
Hey, good morning to you, Michael. Studies have shown repeatedly that sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in student athletes during exercise. I talked to parents, I talked to their children who have experienced some very frightening close calls. 16-year-old Haley Mesh nearly died from sudden cardiac arrest while on the flag football field.
My brain hurt so bad, and then everything went black.
Her doctors say she has a heart condition and survived because she already had a life-saving defibrillator thanks to a heart screening test.
1 in 300 young persons has a condition at risk for sudden cardiac arrest.
The risk nearly 4 times higher in student athletes, according to Dr. Jonathan Dresner, head of the UW Medicine Center for Sports Cardiology in Washington.
Football player who died during track and field practice, collapsed during basketball practice.
Research shows that up to 80% of kids who suffer sudden cardiac arrest have no symptoms prior.
But in Florida, a grassroots effort to try to detect the risk early. The nonprofit Who We Play For offering low-cost electrocardiograms for ECGs. More than 150 Florida schools require student athletes get an ECG before they play sports. Haley's school is one of them. Her doctors told her that saved her life. But because of her diagnosis, she's now benched from playing sports.
It's never okay for a kid to die out of nowhere because they never know that they have a heart condition.
Josh Tete also got a heart screening in 2021, and it revealed he has a condition that could lead to a similar fate. Did you have any symptoms?
No, ma'am. My whole life was perfect. We had this screening and they found something within my heart.
What did the doctor tell you?
The only thing I heard was your child could die.
The majority of high schools across the country require student athletes to pass a thorough questionnaire endorsed by the American Heart Association and a physical exam before playing sports. If a child is found at higher risk, guidelines call for additional testing like an ECG.
But there is robust evidence that using that model for screening leaves the majority of kids at risk undetected.
We interviewed 3 students from the Orange County School District in Florida, where ECGs were mandatory for athletes. They told us they passed their questionnaire and physical, but it took an ECG screening for doctors to diagnose their heart conditions. The American Heart Association telling us it is supportive of ECG testing for children at the highest risk, but stands by the current guideline, which considers the latest research findings and patient safety. The AHA expressing concern the universal ECG screening may miss cases, de-emphasize the importance of proper exams, and place an extra burden on the healthcare system, costing an estimated $2 billion. Money, they say, could be spent on other potentially life-saving interventions.
It's not a tool for everybody. The infrastructure is definitely a concern that I have because there's disparities in our healthcare system. I advocate more than anything for emergency action planning, CPR and AED training.
As the debate continues, Josh's mom, Bernadette, is just grateful an ECG screening led to her son's diagnosis.
After what happened to Josh, I volunteered, and yeah, that's my way of saying thank you, and for me paying it forward to help another child. Can't wait to go to Mayville State and watch him on the field.
And as for what happens as this debate continues, the American Heart Association says this is an important area that needs more rigorous research. They're also concerned that not all doctors are actually following their screening guidelines as they should. Other experts we spoke with believe that for now, it is best to focus on students who are at the highest risk. And Michael, we know studies have shown that men and Black athletes are actually in that group.
You know, as a parent, you just hope that every school would do it so that you know that your kid is safe before they play sports.
Right.
All right, Faith, thank you for bringing that to us.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.